Hey, all this is Analysis, and this is part 3 now of Mega Man X4, and we're doing some more with X now, and yeah, so we're gonna do this very annoying stage. This is the most annoying stage because of the fact that, as I say, it can eat input sometimes, and this section is really annoying because you need to do this section in a certain way to get both an E-Tank and to also get like a, and you can dash with this, by the way, which is important. So yeah, so you need to fire often, and then you need to remember in battle to do things. There's a certain place where you don't, when you need to avoid jumping. Basically, at one point you're supposed to fall down to get to the thing, and I forgot exactly when it was. I think it's over here. Yes, I do remember that. That's so odd, man. To remember that, but that's really good because that allows us to get hard tank easily. Because I haven't played it in a while, so I don't have any muscle memory now to what to do technically. But the thing is, if you go too quickly, you will just lose pretty much. Wow, perfect first section. I can't believe it, man. Okay, it's actually better to do it slowly then. Like, that's so crazy, but yeah, that's just because they have the full armor. Like, I forgot, like, having the full armor just makes this so much safer. But there's gonna be a place where we need to go up here, and then we need to do some perfect jumps, basically, and you need to basically do dash jumps to be able to do it, I believe. And I forgot when it was, we need to, I think it's this one here, but I'm uncertain. Yeah, because in that one it is, I think it's in that platform there. So, yeah, so it's not, so it's after the third, it's on the third platform basically. Not this one. It might be the next one then. It's basically the one where he returns on. Right. It is one. No. Yeah, there is where the tank is at least. Oh, made it all the way. There's full refill though. Yeah, and it looks a bit wrong on the coloring, by the way, so basically, I forgot if it's the charged version of this you want to be using. Alright, I can just do this otherwise. Actually, this is good because now we can redo this here. Because what you actually do is, because basically there's a way to get him to always appear on the same side, and then you literally just climb up as high as possible, and then you can just hit him with the frost over and over again very easily. And I forgot how it was that you do that many thing. I think this might be it here. Yeah. There we got it. Nice, nice, nice. I don't care if we take a little bit of damage during this out here. You can basically keep doing this over and over again. I should actually let him get close because then he's gonna take more damage from it. Yeah! And like Zero cannot do this, by the way. Because Zero has the whole down attack with X uses gigantic ice block. I mean, it's called Ice Tower for a reason, but it's not called that with Zero, of course. Which I think is completely weird, right? Like, it should have more similar to how X's thing is. Like, why couldn't it used to have been like a version of the uppercut, but with ice? Oh no, it's gonna be really hard to figure out what is Ground Hunter good against. It's not hard to figure out at all. By the way, it's not hard. It's not hard to figure out at all what is Ground Hunter good against / Beast. Because, you know, he travels across the ground there and he's ground based. So they basically hunt him down. And then with the slash claw or with his slash weapon, you annihilate yeah, because his soul body used on this guy and use his laser on that. So with the slash beast thing, but you don't use that on the roll, you use the laser from this guy. What is the slash beast that you use on this guy? No, you use the thing from this. You use the web spider thing on him, and he uses soul body on this guy to take care of this guy, and this guy to take care of this guy. And there's take care of this guy. And Ground Hunter take care of this guy. Yeah. So we could do split mushroom. Or we could just go into the volcano and just grab the thing. Because we can just easily probably kill them at a good point. So what, did we pick up any hot tanks yet? Oh yeah, we did pick up the hot tank on that stage. Keep in mind there is no like, oh, get the ultimate armor on a stage, which is a thing in X5. You can kind of get a different ultimate armor. This is not the same one, I believe. That's the one that you get when you input the code. The good thing is now we know where it is, by the way. And I forgot what it is that blasts through the thing, by the way. It might be just a charge shot thing, you know, that could be a thing, you know. Because I thought you needed to use the ride arm on that section. But breaking those rocks, I know that it's not the fire thing at least that breaks those rocks, by the way. And here, if you don't want to do the regular thing, I believe you can just do the air dash. No? Oh, that doesn't work. Well, that's odd. Yes. So you're actually meant to do it with the air dash here. Right. That might be our first one then. That might be our first hot tank. No, that's the second hot tank then. Alright, I think I know what this is. Alright, this is the one that you open with don't think we can do that, by the way. Yeah, we cannot jump like... I think there might be an alternate way though to like get up there, maybe. But is it that you just leave the right armor, right? Because he... But can he damage the right armor? Can you damage the right armor without like... That was bad. That was bad. That must have been my bad. And it doesn't get left there now by doing that stat. There is a stat. However, I forgot how it is. I think you leave it there. You leave it basically here in the fire. And then somehow you can use it if you lose a life. Then it starts there. Or maybe you start further back. Or maybe they have fixed that or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they're so weird that they don't show you shooting with the weapons in this. Pretty much else, yeah. Okay, and now we have the fire thing. And his weakness is of course the thing. The weakness is the ice. Ice is one of his weaknesses. But you don't need to use his weakness, if I remember correctly. You can use the...
I'll show you no mercy. Now get ready!
The thing is, the Colonel is such a good character. Like that's the thing. Like I think there's too many characters that try to do afterwards. That try to be as cool as Colonel, but they never succeeded. Colonel would have definitely been able to like defeat like ordinary like Sigma and stuff that, you know. So yeah, or in like one Sigma pop X to Sigma and X to Sigma as well. Back to Snow Base. Back to Snow Base we go. Back to Snow Base, and then we change into the fire. Here we go. Okay. And that's 3 power tanks. And that's gonna be 4 with this stage. Yeah, the helmet just because it doesn't even half it, like it just makes it immediately, but yeah. That's the thing that a lot of people don't mention about the helmet in like X3 and stuff, that the X3 helmet is just like insanely good. Right. It would have been so nice if it would have been. I mean, they could have had play things at different locations for Zero. It's something that I could have done with him, and they may have made it interesting. And that would have also made it very interesting, the fact that, oh, maybe it wouldn't look like Dr. Wily, you know, and it would look instead like another character and stuff that. Like maybe it would just be like a shadow of Dr. Wily, and it will call like a mysterious doctor or something like that, you know. Because of course Light is not like voice acted or whatever, you know, and stuff that. The thing is just there are like a lot of good voice actors out there, by the way, so like why couldn't they just like make X and Zero sound good and stuff like that, you know? But I also don't get why they couldn't like make like a female Reploid, like, because here's the thing, right? If you know it's like X and like Zero and stuff like that, like why is there no role character? Like okay, like maybe my next go 3-bit Zero is basically like kind of like Proto Man a bit, you know, except he's not a prototype or whatever, you know, because yeah. But there's nothing like that replaces like Roll and stuff that, or nothing that replaces Bass either, kinda, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's very interesting. Although you might say that Bass is used wild, but that's not really correct, because yeah. The thing that was interesting is of course that Bass was more based on Dr. Wily trying to make like a Mega Man, or well that's like a Proto Man, but yeah. But yeah. And or if he wouldn't have made Bass, he would have never been able to make Zero pretty much, so yeah. I forgot what's in the other one, so I'm gonna check both of these here. I'm gonna check all three. Things into Racing Fire. So that's just a shortcut. The first one is just a shortcut. Noted. Second one is the hot tank. What's the third one gonna be though? Ja, så shortcut. Yeah, and this is the boss. But you don't reface the boss, by the way. You just get a free teleport out. And it's just worth just going in here just to get the free teleport out. Okay. And that will bring us up to 4. So there we go. And we know already where one of the tanks are. And so that I forgot what it was that destroyed the thing in the military train though. Or what weapon it was that he used. What is it? Right, because this is gonna be the storm thing. This is gonna be the laser, this is gonna be the storm thing. We have this weakness, we have the electric thing to use on him. We have the weakness for this guy. Right. So we go with either two. Because we can, I know we can get the hot tank on this table, so I don't know what the hot tank is. I don't know what it was that destroyed the blue ones, however, it might be that in the first second you cannot clear them. It would be funny if it's just that you meant to get the charge shot through it. Because see, that's a problem, right? I don't think this is one that's destroyable. Yeah, because it needs to be one of these bigger ones here. And I forgot if it was a charged one that you needed to use. Please don't tell me it's just gonna be Rising Fire again. Okay, it's definitely not that, at least. No. Maybe you're only able to break them with ride armor, you know, that could be something, you know. I mean, that's definitely entirely possible. Well, I mean, it does have the beast icons, maybe it's supposed to be that you come back when you defeat Slash Beast, and maybe he slashes them open, you know, or something. That maybe those are like, they don't contain anything, so that's like the weird thing, like most of them contains absolutely nothing, you know, which is weird. Yeah, what? Here's the thing, like, even with just a regular charge shot, you can completely use the sludge boss with 2 shots. Even with the regular, like, 4th armor, as long as you have that charge shot. And even with the regular charge shot, you can defeat it very quick, you can just stand there basically pretty much and just blast with charge shot, but then you need to hit him properly with it, of course. And I mean, we know where the thing is, so we don't need to go back once we get the right armor pretty much. We just need to go forward. Well, that's an half, that's an extra life. And yeah, this is where the whole thing is gonna be. The thing is, I always thought that you needed to break that open for that to happen. Let's see if there was anything here. I mean, it kind of makes all of these sections easier if you break the thing, by the way. Yeah. Wow, frontal train. Nice. Yeah, so there was nothing else there. Nothing else to it. Rallida till vardagar! And I mean, I don't think that they would just hide an E-tank on this stage. Because we know where one of the E-tanks are, at least we know that one of the E-tanks are on the bike section. So again, it's a bit annoying, as I said. And stuff that, but you can use the cross keep that E-tank like this. You know. And we can use the Giga this guy, by the way. And this gives us Sonic Slicer. That's what it's called, that Sonic Slicer, because it attacks like extremely fast. It slices. Which kind of reminds me of Boomerang Cather a bit. And maybe that's what the inspiration is from. Yeah, Sonic Slicer, right? Not Twin Slicer. Sonic Slicer is actually next to, I think. Okay. It kind of slaps now. So now I have Twin Slasher. Twin Slasher allows us to. What was this? Is the Twin Slasher good against? I think it's the spider, right? Because you slash his, you basically slash his spider thing. And the soul body is with. This guy is weak, yeah, he's weak to the electric thing, and then his soul body is what this guy is weak to. So that's it. Laborator next. Then, I mean, I could defeat any of these really in order here. But we want to have soul body first. Yeah. Let's destroy things with X. Just do this over and over. And by the way, I will probably make a vlog also today, you know, because there are some things I want to talk about. Then I'm gonna fall down into the pit now. Kind of started hurting in my tongue there for whatever weird reason. Oh, you were able to save that. Right, this place. Blasting fire is really good here, by the way, to use on this section. And there's something, I think there's a trophy that, or not a trophy, but all shining medals you can get. I kind of wish that all the shining medals would have been trophies though. Alright. I don't think they were here as 0, right, these things. We need to use Frost Tower. I think this is the only weakness it has. I don't think it's weak to anything else though. Oh wow, I forgot that you can do this actually. Yeah, you can actually make him stuck the same area twice. Because I think what you go is you just go down over there and hover, and that can make that happen. You can of course use also lightning web to reach this, by the way, if you fail it. So yeah. Again, it's like before you do this, through this section pretty much. And then here we can get the thing again, which we did with 0, which is easy by the way, because you jump up here and then you do the thing normally. But we can use this. Oh, that's a bit too far, man. Come on, man. Yeah, that's what the lighting web is really good in this, by the way, because it's just like because imagine if you added something like that in another one of the X games, you know, like it's just like certain things are so good for certain things. okay. Because it basically dries him out for whatever reason. This is a bit weird. There we go. Now we also get Soul Body. There we go. And with that we could easily go to subspace. And stop. But I'm still not 100% certain what the second effect is. It might be used that it is in the cyberspace section, that it is gone quick enough. And I mean, you should just have the soul body out pretty much for this section here. We're just gonna switch to soul body. That's just the first thing pretty much. So that's the strat, switch to soul body, because then you can do this here. And you do that for most of the things here. Because if it's ever in the way, it's just like, yeah. And that's yes. And the first one is of course an extra life. No. Okay. Huh? Wait, what the fuck? But Zero got to use a life. You just take the bottom path, it's kind of the quickest, by the way. See. No problem getting that rank. The only hard part is the second part. And there it is, there's the tank. But yeah, and then there's, I don't know if they're comparable things without damage. But you have a long time also on this stage, by the way. That's not that just because of the way it's created. Yes, rank. Yes. Nice. Still got it. And this is where the thing will be, the helm piece. Or armor piece, I forgot which. But yeah, changing into somebody again. Because that's what we need on boss as well. Even though technically I don't think there's any of the cubes here, right? You can use tank over these though. Huh? The funny thing would be if we see him going into the old firing missile area, the first thing he does. That would be funny. And I guess it's because he's not, like he's in cyberspace basically, so and now he's gonna try and do this all the time, by the way. We also have a pit cook down, and now we have the laser, and we have one of the tanks. The other tank is of course on as I said, on the stage with the thing. We might actually go back to play 0 if we have time, by the way. Aiming laser is a cool weapon, by the way. Like this is actually almost like that feels like a very unique weapon. Okay, and there's one more hull tank. And the final hull tank is of course on the Air Force stage. So yeah. We will be able to get all the hull tanks. And we know what the thing is. You can also get it, by the way, without the ride armor. That's just something to know. That you can. But it's just easy to do with the ride armor. I might try and get it without the ride armor though, by the way, but if we like fail, then we have to like redo that section and stuff that, so we're gonna skip that because yeah, we can kind of move fast without the ride armor and stuff that, so yeah, that's something. Also, the interesting thing in this is that there's a very easy way to fill up the actual yeah, the result. Place where you needed to get the whole tank. So now we basically have the maximum health. So our health bar doesn't look that amazing, really, to be honest, in this, because you can see it just matches the weapon energy bar, which of course in X1, X2 and X3, by the way, with all the hot tanks, it's 2 steps bigger or 2 snippets bigger. I think, what is it each hot tank gives? Is it like 2 HP, right? Because it's 2 times 8, right? 2 times 8, so that will be 16. Yeah, 2 times 8, that's 16. And then you start off with 16 health, so then you have that 32 health. But yeah, you have the 32 health, and 32 health is what the bosses have. So basically, the weapon energy is then like the 28 is what the weapon energy is then in X1 or something like that. It's 28 points of energy. And I wonder though if you can actually equip the other arm cannon. That's the question, is that possible? Though to do. Is it possible to do? Because it's basically up there where you want to go. I think I thought that this area is short, right? Like, yeah, if we fail, yeah, good. It's not that, oh, you have to redo a huge section if we would get the game over here. I mean, I don't want to get a game over, you know, but still. I want to try this a couple of times, because the thing is right, because normally, right, you get an option what, like arm cannon to shoot and stuff that. Yeah, that was way too low, I think. The thing is, you want to shoot as close to the spikes as possible, pretty much. And that's the only way up there, I think, is to use the soul body. Although for Zero, for example, Zero has an easier time because Zero has the double jump thing. No, the charged net does not work, by the way. And no, you cannot go and grab that, by the way. That's too close. Yeah. And yeah, here is where the two things will be here. The second one, I think, is the one that gives you the forward shots, and one of them gives you this large penetrating one. And then it would have been cool, of course, to see it be like to be able to be selectable at least for X and stuff that. But yeah. And maybe, you know, like, I don't know if they are gonna do remakes ever of these old games and stuff that. Like, I mean, they could make it up to PlayStation level, like, they could probably make the X1 to X3 like PlayStation like graphics and stuff that, rather than making them in Super SNES graphics. But it kinda depends. Because then what do you use the Zero design from this game, you know, and stuff that. Yeah, how much longer? 3 minutes, so that's not that bad actually. Because this is the final one, of course. But yeah, but I should have a shorter recording actually. And by the way, there's no like cutting off anything in this game. Like there's no like I'll make this boss weak by hitting it with this beaming laser. Basically, you need to kind of control this like up and down and stuff like that. The aiming laser is actually really cool the way it works. The aiming laser, like it's just do. So the only thing we're missing on X here is double cyclone, which is the thing that destroys Magma Dragoon. Yeah, you can see now the only thing we're missing is the other tank, by the way, so yeah. Return to title, should we just continue with the ally? Because I mean we could do more bosses with Zero. How many energy tanks did he have, by the way? He has 4. He has 4. Yeah, he has 4. He only has 1 weapon though, and he has 4. And we know we can easily get the one on the bike section. We know how to get that on and stuff like that. And we know we need a fire one to get the other thing. And getting the ground hunter is not that great. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually gonna about to do it and stuff like that. Yeah. I will maybe play some off screen. Well, not this game. Not this game. I'm not gonna play off screen, but I'm probably gonna play some X5. Maybe even X6 or off screen user training for those, because those are games that I haven't played that much. And yeah, we kind of wasted our time with Zero there and stuff that, like, I knew that on my Dragoon I could have easily gotten the hot tech there, although that didn't really matter, right? But yeah. But the thing is, if you get through that section and you don't damage the ride armor a lot, but it's really hard to not damage the ride armor a lot and stuff like that, so I don't know how they're able to like destroy like Dragoon with the ride armor and stuff like that, but yeah. But there is supposedly a stat that you can do. And there's supposedly a stat where you leave it in the lava, also you leave it somewhere in the lava, and then you start further back and you actually start in the right arm or something like that. There's supposed to be a way at least to save the right armor and make it so that you can use it in a fight if you like lose it or whatever, but I forgot exactly how it is you do that. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this time. This was 3 parts, right? Only 3 parts, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's only 3 parts. Which is not that bad, right? Because it's like 3 hours. That's not too bad. Unless I also decide to do the, the vlog and stuff that, yeah. Because, there's a guy that definitely looks like Max Payne because it's based on Sam Lake's. There's a Sam Lake character in Alan Wake 2, but they're all like referencing Alan Wake 2 Max Payne. So it's a bit sad that the guy, because he looks a lot like Max Payne, he has the same kind of jacket, he has the same kind of thing that he has in Max Payne 2, kind of like a bow tie thing, or whatever you want to call it. Not a bow tie, but regular tie and stuff like that. And it's sad that it isn't Max Payne, because it would have been cool like if there was like a Max Payne like with crossover. That would have been so cool, stuff like that. But yeah, but it might be just a hint towards like, oh, this is what Max Payne is gonna look like in the remake of 1 and 2. But I hope also they make it in the remake of 1 and 2 that you still need to beat on the hardest difficulty, which is not the speedrunning difficulty, because you need to do that to get the correct ending in both Max Payne and Max Payne 2. Because I had a friend who thought that, why do they spoil that he dies when it's called like Fall of Max Payne? And then you think he dies if you got the bad ending, which is the normal ending you get in the game. But if you get the second ending, you clearly see that he survives, and that's why there's a Max Payne 3 and stuff. And it's going to be interesting, right? Because I can understand also why Remedy have waited for such a long time, because Max Payne, right, it needs to be basically blow everything out of the water like graphically, because that's what it did back in the day. That and the Mafia game, like the first one, when those came out, they were like way ahead of everything else. And that's why like Max Payne got like 96 as a 98 percentage, and like PC Gamer has never given out like 100% or whatever. So like getting like 96, 98 is just like insane. And stuff that, and right, same thing is true with Half-Life. I believe got like a 97 or something like that. Half-Life 2 got also very, very high. I remember in PC Gaming, the Swedish one, but it's just gotten very high. What else has gotten high? I forgot if they tested like Quake 3 or Quake 2 or not and stuff like that, but yeah, but there has been several games that have gotten quite a lot. Max Payne 1, of course, did get a lot. Max Payne 2 actually got less and stuff like that. And I will have a bunch of PC Gamers, PC Game magazines laying around and stuff like that. Like, I did throw a lot, sadly, on my old place and stuff like that, so I probably don't have the oldest issues and stuff like that, but yeah, but I still have like Max Payne here, when I have Max Payne 1 and stuff like that, and I could probably install them on PC again, because there are mods for those games to make them look good. But Konami, they did show off Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, because it was still called Snake Eater. It wasn't called Metal Gear Solid, it was called Metal Gear Solid Delta. So I'm guessing, right, Delta would suggest also that they're remaking 1 and 2 as well, right, if they call it Delta. Because, right, so Metal Gear 1 remake, Alpha. Metal Gear 2 remake, Beta. And then, Delta. But I know it's not in that order, but there's nothing for C, right? There's Alpha, there's Beta, A and B. And then C, there's nothing for C, I don't think. And then D, you have Delta. And then you have Gamma, you have Epsilon. I think Epsilon is another one, right? Because a lot of those are like Greek things. You have Omega, which is the O thing. So that you have, so that, and that's why a lot of the the whole the Charlie thing is just a military thing. The Charlie thing is not like a real thing, and the Greek thing, whatever. Yeah. I mean, that would have been funny. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been really, really funny. So yeah, we're gonna have to stop now. And I will be starting to upload this soon, and I'll see you all next time, probably